Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. But you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a rescheduled match today. We weren't planning on having much Titan this week, but we do have something special for you today, and that is Art of War Esports versus Akuma Scythes. I'm Ultravox, and I'm here with Crims. We're going to be bringing you the action.
Yeah, we recently saw Art of War on stream playing their game versus the Sunga Simps. Unfortunately, they were not able to pick up that final win, although close series overall. And today they're looking to finally secure themselves a win in their standings versus the Akuma Scythes, who I think are doing just a little bit better than them right now. And
Mhm.
Ultravox, they're really pinning to get a win here today.
Yeah, it should be quite an exciting matchup here. You said there's an inherited record going on for Akuma Scythes, right? Um,
Art of War, I
oh, for
believe.
Art of War, excuse me, Art of War. Um, they were They inherited the 0-1 record. They lost to Sunga Sims, right? And now they're 0-2, so they're looking to get their first win. Let's see if they can make it happen today. Sherry, bring us over to the draft.
All right, yeah, demanding as a producer
Boom.
to get us
Mention
over
him
the
by
draft.
name. Invoke him.
All right, okay, Ultravox getting the power to boss around our producer. Usually the other way around, but you know what? He's having a good day.
Oh, yeah,
As
yeah.
we are getting the interesting ban phase going through here. So on their day versus the Sunday Sims, they have a sub, but now I believe they should be their full roster. And already something powerful like the Ash being removed and a very interesting pick, the Belvath being taken away.
Yeah, Belveth, very popular pick for junglers that just like to take over the early game and drive the pace of how everything goes after that. Rek'Sai kind of a similar champion to that, so I mean, both these junglers with these bans, I'm expecting are going to have a pretty action-packed early game. Maybe we're going to see something like the Jarvan, the Lee Sin, to try to capitalize on that even further. I really like to see aggressive jungle picks. I think it makes things much more exciting. So whatever AWE and AKM have for us today, I'm sure will be a treat.
Yeah, we'll see what Sword Blue can draft for us here today. As the final ban gonna be that Seraphine first pick up for Art of War Esports. We'll see what they're gonna bring here. Leona just gonna be picked straight away. Kind of the new support on the block coming back into the meta. Just due to that Warmog's change, she has so much base stats, just makes her extremely tanky. Something else we're seeing like the Rel, Nautilus being classics here. Varus, one of the strongest early game AD carries, going to be picked in response.
Yeah, I really like that. Varus, tremendous amount of different build paths you can do. You can play lethality Varus, but on hit is a lot better these days. I like to see that really nice with the kind of new-ish suite of on-hit items. It's going to be the Viego for Ritty, looks like, on the Akuma side, and that will be also helping to get that early game aggression kicked off, just like we were saying. Zeri, the choice of AD carry, of course, for AWE, and they're going to follow it up with one more.
Yeah, they could counterpick jungle or snap something like Cassante.
Okay.
Looks like they're going to hold mid for now. Cassante is going to be pretty decent into the Viego as well as the Varus because you can't really lock this champion down, and that's something those two want to do together. Braum comes out as the counter to Leona, so should give AKM a pretty strong laning phase in that bot side. They also have an opportunity to counterpick something like the Renekton, something like Olaf. There's plenty of counter picks for Cassante now. So they could have the potential to be winning top and bottom in this draft.
Yeah, I really like this. I think the Cassante early pick is a little bit risky at this day and age, and at this level of play too. Cassante isn't quite just the 1v9 beast he is. We see at the top levels, he's still hard to pilot, hard to make things happen, and does have some counterplay, but I really want to know what Akuma's going to pick here. All the bans are going to finish up as well with some powerful mid lane champions taken off the table. Mid is what everybody is focusing on here. Kali Silas from AWE, walk away from AKM.
All right, they're going to go with Poppy.
Poppy.
So Poppy is the tank counter Cassante.
Yeah.
Not really more of the bruiser like the Renekton style. So right now for AKM, their damage is looking pretty good. They have the Viego, they have the Varus here. And with all that front line, Brand is going to come out and be able to dish all that damage for the side of our Esports here. Are they going to go with a AD mid? The answer is yes. They pick up Ezreal. So Ezreal works pretty well with the Zeri here. If you look at their whole comp, they're just going to kite it back. And AKM, outside of Varus right now, don't have good engage. The only way they can pick those up is through the mid lane. Syndra's going to provide a little bit, but she's not really an engaged champion. Something like the Varus or Leona. So right now, for AKM, if they want to start a fight, it either has to be through Varus or it's going to be Art of War coming into them. And it kind of leaves them not too many options. They have to get to the objectives first. They have to win the early game, establish control. Otherwise, Art of War will just stay at range, and there's going to be no fun.
Yeah, super interesting draft from Art of War. I really want to see how this one goes. This is really unorthodox for what we usually see in Titan, so props to them. Props to Sword Blue for picking some out-of-the-box creative stuff. And now, we're looking at the Rift. We're going to jump right on in. AW on the blue, AKM on the red. Let's get this rescheduled match kicked off.
Yeah, Ultravox doesn't want to waste any time here. He needs to get these games.
That's
Don't
right.
win.
Let's get these going. I'm hyped up, man. I want to see if this Ezreal mid actually works, because it's a spicy pick. We don't really see this that often. Mags, can he get it done? He will lose out on the wave clear compared to Vietnamese Caps. May not be the real Caps, but on this Syndra pick, I think definitely is going to win out, getting the push, and will help get to the objectives first. So kind of a tall order for Mags to pilot this Ezreal this game.
Yeah. So something about the AD mid laners, so the Tristana, the Corki, is that you always have the all-in potential against these mages, as Havoc and Grim going to be staring at each other. So that includes Ezreal. So something that a lot of people don't know is actually Ezreal's pretty strong early and in 1v1s, because what you can do is you use the passive and you fully stack it, and then you go in and you win against the enemy laner.
No way. You're telling me Ezreal has auto attacks that he can right-click people and use?
Exactly. People just rely entirely on the Q. But no, just stack your passive, get a whole bunch of attack speed, and just auto-attack your way to victory. Completely underrated facet that a lot of high level Ezreals use. I found that out from a Challenger Ezreal main. So there we go.
I guess it takes a Challenger player to auto-attack on Ezreal. You heard it here first.
It's an interesting concept, not very often used.
I'm a big fan of it. Ezreal's a super strong early game character, and if you can E over Syndra's Scatter the Weak, the E, then you can really get in and put the hurt on her, because Syndra not going to be doing a ton early. Ezreal can kind of play like a ranged assassin in this lane, I think. So super cool here. I love that this is going on. Let's take a look at where the junglers are. They're both going to be starting on the top side, pathing towards bot. This totally makes sense to me. We got some tanks brawling out in the top lane, right? So you want to snowball the engaged support lane.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense there.
Yeah.
You don't want to be visiting the Kazante. You just want Kazante to be chilling. Meanwhile, on bot side for Riddy, you have a very strong Varus and Braum, so want to be playing to that side as well. So I think this is going to be a top lane island, as Grim's going to be making a very aggressive push here. Havoc now level 2 with the Q stack.
We get
knocked
up.
Nice trade.
Yeah, Grim kind of taking the brunt of that. Kind of needs the full kit to trade back under the Kazante as soon as you can ground him and really knock him in the wall. That's when things get really nice for Poppy up there as the counter pick. But yeah, Havoc doing a great job piloting this Kazante so far.
Yeah, that is what we want to see early laning phase, as Geico and Marcotte are going to be laning, holding it strong so far. And we'll see who gets down there first. It looks like Nostalgia now has a bit of an edge.
That's exactly what I would expect. It's Brand. He clears ridiculously fast.
He's pretty bad up until level 3. But once you get level 3,
you
so
get the explosion, right? Yeah.
Well, you can get the explosion level 2. What you do is you do your Q, and then right when the flame passive is about to run out, you hit it with your W, and then you can Q again by the time it's done. Okay. And that's how you clear on Brand before level 3. So you still get the passive, but it's a lot easier when you have 3 spells.
For sure, and Nostalgia with that speed. Now level 4, complete full clear is going to be heading down to the bot side. That's the Zenith Blade that will connect under the keyboarder. The cleanse is there. Leona stunned out. First blood going over to on your chest. Keyboarder barely alive, going to stun out Geico. There's the rest of the damage to clean that one up. Nostalgia able to finally trade one back, but Riddy is here. Nostalgia flashes away, but Riddy's under the turret as well. 3 kills going over to Akuma Scythes and a huge blowout on the bottom lane.
That is a nice lead. First blood going over to the keyboarder, and Riddy picking up a kill at the end there, and that's a huge win. We can see already A roughly 800 gold lead going to be for the side of Akuma Scythes, and 700 of that is on the Varus keyboarder in a nice spot.
Oh
Should
yeah.
be able to snowball the lane now. And with Geico not having cleanse, that's a rough spot.
Yeah, Geico without cleanse will kind of be a sitting duck from here out. I think they'll have it by level 6, so at the very least might be able to stand up to the Verisultan, but if you ever get tagged by Bromq, it is not looking good.
Yeah, the Bromq's so strong early.
For sure.
They have to push this out. And no jungler to mess up the bot lane here for Art of War, so they're going to get this, get the farm, but this is also going to lead to a nice CS lead as well. And so now Art of War, they have some decision making to make because this bot lane not going too well. They're going to try to hold. And the question is, where are they going to focus their attention now?
Yeah, let's see. If you're Art of War, you're non-bot lanes. You have Ezreal, who's kind of hard to gank for. You kind of have to do all the work in setting that up yourself. Cassante, I mean, you're putting a Poppy behind, who's going to just be tanky meat shield. Anyway, I think it's looking a little grim. And
Well,
not
Cassante
just
can
the
carry.
enemy top laner.
Cassante's a carry type tank, one of the only
Sure,
tank
yeah.
assassins.
Very true. Death Knight Mage. I agree with that.
Oh, we have a bit of a skirmish potentially forming here. Poppy also does damage, so no, not discounting the Poppy either. Marcotte
Yeah.
walking straight into a Braum. Nope, on your chest has backed away here.
I think Riddy just gets this for free. Gonna be pretty good. Difficult for our AWE to push up and contest this, but actually it's gonna be Riddy heading on down. He smells blood in the water with these low HP bars. Geico just only on like about 150 HP. Riddy staying on the dragon. He's gonna finish that one up. Must
they're
know that
sticking
nostalgia's there.
All right, definitely wants to make sure AD carry picks up this wave, but one empowered Q could send Geico to the grave here. Ready, pathing down. So now this is a counter jungle gank. Full buffs are gone on Ready here. Tense situation.
Oh, he's gonna walk. He's gonna face check Nostalgia. He dodges the stun. Out of sheer luck, the damage is gonna be there. Braum steps up to try to block, flashing forward. It's on your chest, saving his jungler. But Riddy's gonna just barely live out of there. Crawl on back to his camps. Nostalgia, good thing he was there.
That was a missed opportunity, though. That could have been a dead Riddy. No
Agreed,
flash. And opted for the EQ combo instead of the QE, which is the fastest stun for Brand. I haven't, you know, I have a lot of Brand information in Box. I wonder.
I didn't know you were such a Brand enthusiast. I don't think I hate playing Brand. That champion's an abomination. He should not be in League of Legends.
I was a top 70 Brand on the server. I want to point that out.
Okay. Jungle Brand?
Top 70.
Or just everywhere Brand?
No, jungle Brand.
Dude, get this man out of the jungle. Get this man out of the game. He clicks on you, 1E, and then you take half your HP with items. This is stupid.
But it's fun when you play Brand.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I bet.
Oh, yeah, classic counter in that meta was picking the Nocturne. Ooh, Geico so low.
Yeah, Geico barely staying alive. Geico blocking the final Q from on your chest. Now, it's big push for Keyboarder. They're going to be able to get 2 of those plates so far, probably 3 with this push. Geico now down 20 whole CS. That's going to hurt.
Well, if we flip over to the top side here, Havoc enjoying a little bit of a lead here to Grim. We'll see if they can have a decent CS lead. Pushing for the Grubs could be a lane for them to play to. Cassante very strong right now, so interested to see if that's what they're going to opt for. Brand also one of the best at clearing the Grubs. Ain't no Zyra, but certainly is going to do a good job compared to Diego.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you were saying, carry type tank up there in the top lane, 20 CS leads so far. Maybe this is the key. Maybe Havoc will be the strong point that Nostalgia plays through for the remainder of the game. The Grubs will definitely help with that as well.
Okay, stun coming through. And so far, mid lane just been a bit of a farm fest. Nothing much happening. TPs are down, flashes are up.
Yeah, I think that if Mags is not able to build a lead in this lane, will get outscaled. Syndra, one of those high scaling champions, thanks to her splinters, her passive, gets that bonus AP. It's a big invasion here as On Your Chest just plops that ward down, immediately gonna get swept away. They know where Nostalgia is.
Ooh, Mags? Okay. Doesn't get
I'm
stuck
looking for
in
something.
the
Yeah,
shadows.
this never is anything. They're gonna help them clear the wave here. Maybe look back down at bot, but here's Havoc.
I don't understand what they're gonna get here, unless they're
Me neither.
baiting something. Yeah, okay. Just
Yeah.
let your Brand farm. Brand really wants to get one item. Get the Leandries, and then just be that annoying one spell half HP champion that you were talking about.
Yeah, he's got the mana crystals. He's going Blackfire Torch first time.
Oh. Oh wait, no. That is interesting. Yeah, I thought I thought the meta re-established that you do not do this on Brand anymore. Everyone just went back to Leandries or Rylai's. Here we go, 1v1. Gets the flash.
Havoc flashing forward. He's gonna miss the Q. That's okay. Unstoppable through the keeper's verdict. Well played to Havoc, denying that ultimate and putting Grim in the dirt.
Yeah, I wonder if Grim could have like keeper's verdict walked away fast enough. I'm not sure if that's possible in that situation.
I think you either have to let it go and just instantly walk away, or you hold it even longer. I think you gotta hold it for like 3 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. Like hold it longer and try to run away while holding the keeper's verdict. Actually, I think would have survived if Grim did that, because they did tank a couple hits before they died. So great outplay from Havoc, using the Unstoppable, and is picking up a lead that Art of War desperately needs as they get their first item. Not the best versus Poppy, but should help against the rest of the team.
Yeah, definitely gonna slow him down when Havoc is able to get on top. Havoc gonna take a number of turret shots here. Riddy's gonna chance upon Nostalgia once again. Will he dodge the stun this time? No, he doesn't. Instead, the Pyroclast is gonna bounce between Riddy and Grim. Heartbreaker is flashed away. Nostalgia stays alive. Havoc gonna take down Riddy, and Grim from over the wall slams Nostalgia down. It's 1-for-1 so far. Havoc, no ultimate available. Try to go all out onto Grim. I think Grim just walks this one out, but yeah, there he goes. He's gonna dodge away from that pullback, because he's gonna still try to fight this one out. Mag's taking a beating on the bottom side. That's a dive under the turret, resulting in a clean kill. 400 chests of the keyboard, they are dominating this bot lane.
Yeah, they've been set up quite well, and this turret is not long for the world. They're going to get all the plates, and it looks like they're going to get Dragon as well. And the tough part is because it's not even close to 14 minutes, they're going to be able to rotate and probably pick up a bunch of plates somewhere else, and that's really where we can see a snowball lead from the keyboarder here. They're trying to hold on, Geico and Marcotte on this bot side. Havoc's doing work up on the top side though, but right now they're kind of they're running out of time, because once keyboarder starts getting activated in these fights, it's going to be quite a bit of burst damage, and it's going to be hard to stop.
Yeah, it's already got the Blade of the Ruined King, so that's going to feel quite good. Could probably go for Green Shoes if he wants after that. Super nice break points there. Nice cheap items for Varus to build. He's going to head up to the top lane, leave Vietnamese Caps in the mid lane, which I think is fine, because Syndra wants to also farm as much as possible, maximize those passive stacks.
Yeah, I wonder if you go Hurricane from the side of keyboarder, because there are, I mean, you know, Leona and Cassante is a possibility. 3 range though, I guess you don't go Hurricane. Gwen's is going to be the option. As Nostalgia picking up the grubs, doesn't seem to be any response in time from the side of Akuma Scythes.
Already he blast cones in, cannot smite away the last grub. Marcotte tosses out the solar flare, and he's going to try to get away from this one. Vietnamese Caps on the flank. Gotta watch out, Grimace now TP'd into the fight as well. It's AWE trying to avoid this all-out 5v5. Their support stuck on half HP. Pretty face checks this, he's surely dead. He's gonna Heartbreaker out of there, onto the blast cone. All right, could not CC him hard enough. Will be able to just barely get away.
Yeah, Heartbreaker unstoppable, but that is gonna be basically at no cost of Art of War to pick up that. Losing some plates on this top side, and yeah, Havoc cannot step up to this. Blade of the Ruined King Varus with a Braum around is going to be very hard to punch through. So they either rotate Geico, looks like that's what they're going to do. And they have this losing lane either way, but at least Havoc gets to do something on the other side.
Yeah, Havoc, he's prioritizing the wave there, very smart, trying to just deny this push as hard as possible. Keyboarder.
Oh, Geico's warded.
Yeah, oh, Geico's on the board. He's just going to get instantly CC'd as soon as he goes over the wall. The cleanse is used. Geico's trying to get out of there. Riddy has no Heartbreaker because he used it to escape earlier. But Havoc trying to chase down Keyboarder lives just barely.
Nice knockback.
Riddy now forced to flash away. Havoc trying to follow, flashes by himself, and instead it's Art of War finding a good play, even despite Geico's mistake at the very beginning. Enemy's caps looking for the solo kill. There it is. The unleashed power secures and sends Mags back home.
All right, now the mid lane's starting to activate there. And the burst damage, that is an on-click spell. Hard to dodge that one. Enemy's caps picking up a win.
Yeah.
So right now, Akuma Scythes, 2 lanes versus 1 is going to be quite the advantage with a 4K gold lead as well. Havoc, though, we saw. If Havoc gets on Keyboarder, going to be very difficult for the Vars to survive. Ended up burning Flash. But is that going to happen in this next dragon fight? That's a lot harder to tell here. So Havoc, if they get the flank, there's potential for Art of War to win these fights.
Yeah, definitely Havoc, the strong point of Art of War, followed by Nostalgia. Look at Geico, he's gonna slide in over the wall. Keyboarder just tanking this to the face. Doesn't even matter. He's gonna dodge away from the Solar Flare as well. Took that 1v1, crushed it. He's ready to go to continue pushing down this top lane turret. Just got a little bit more. Very nice from Keyboarder here.
Yeah, the ultimate gives you those stacks on Vars, a lot of burst damage. And
For sure.
I thought they had it, but this is a very, very strong keyboarder here. Keyboard Warrior, 3-1-2, I believe.
Look at the TP top though. Havoc, exactly like we were saying,
There we
is
go.
looking for this flank to try to get onto Keyboard. A great Braum ultimate will stall Havoc out a little bit longer. They gotta stun him up. Here's the teleport. Vietnamese caps is here. They gotta knock him away as well, and it's perfectly executed, denying them access to Keyboard. Riddy now here as well. Heartbreaker straight onto the Cassante will kill him, and now Riddy helps his team find a second one as well. Scatter the weak hits on Nostalgia, who's slowed down by Braum, and Geico's now back into the fight after respawning. So far, it's AKM who wins the 4v5, as Grim remains on the bot lane to continue pushing.
Yeah, they're losing resources here. They're going for these plays. And the problem with a play like that is if it doesn't work out, you just lose out on the other side. And now they're at a 6K gold deficit. And if they keep making coin flip plays like that, it's going to either get them back in the game, or there's the higher chance of them just being completely out of coming back in this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure what other opportunities Art of War has to play. I mean, I thought that was pretty much as good a shot as they could have gotten from Havoc. Maybe around an objective could be a little bit easier to set up. Vietnamese caps had a great response time on that TP. It was very well executed from on your chest as well. I mean, Mags, he's not that strong yet. He took a pit stop for this Hex Drinker, and now working towards the Trinity Force. It's going to be forever before he has Blue Sword Manamune. So, I don't know. It's Art of War. They're just behind the curve here.
Yeah, they're definitely behind the curve. 6K. The item completions aren't there. They should basically at least wait for Mags to complete some items as well. They did a good job trading the grubs, but they haven't really utilized the grubs, right? So
No.
it's kind of unfortunate that they could have had this extra turret trading power that they're not utilizing here, as Rift is not going to be traded away either. And yeah, now they're at a point in the game where they can't trade, and that's just tough. But if we look at the box side here, Havoc trying to start something. 1v1 with Vietnamese caps could be potential. Ultimate not used yet either.
Hit the flash over the wall, so that's Syndra flash down. Pretty significant. No teleport either, because it was used in the earlier play. Gonna lock down there, so it's a 4v4 around the Herald, but once again, AWE cannot step up. They cannot contest anything. They lose out on the Herald. Yeah, 7K gold behind, 3 dragons down. The Rift Herald about to be sent to mid or top. I mean, AKM are fully in the driver's seat.
Yeah, they are driving the bus. That is the Summoner's Rift game in. Riddy is with a 1v1 with Mags here. Over the wall, Heartbreaker.
Yeah, let's see Mags just the wrong place at the wrong time. Taken down. Cannot push up into unmarked territory. And the Herald comes in as well.
Alright, Herald going to help siege this top tier 2. That's a lot of money again if they pick up another one. And it looks like they're going to trade. Havoc on the bot side has TP. So if they overcommit, Havoc can TP to defend. But the defense is quite late here. Can Geico get the wave?
Yeah, Geico I mean, he's there, but
looks like-
now they have to push in the mid lane as well. Possible to rotate through the jungle for Art of War. They're just getting squeezed and choked by AKM. True Shot Barrage going to head down the mid lane, clear out some of those creeps, but tons of damage under those tier 2 turrets.
Yeah, that is a lot of damage. I just thought of something. All right.
What's
So, Ziggs is also very famous for being able to clear waves from a mile away. So,
Yeah.
how long can you solo game with Ziggs and Ezreal? You just keep ulting those waves, and they just never get a turret.
I think Ezreal's going to be a lot worse than Ziggs. I mean, he gets his ult.
But together, the powers
20 seconds.
combined.
We gotta
The
bring back a
powers combined.
Nivea. What was it? The
Froggen?
EU
Oh,
LCS,
boy.
the Froggen, what is it, 70-minute game or something?
It was
That's-
like 70 minutes every game. Ocean Box.
Oh god.
That was like standard. If you're in a game versus Froggen, that game is going long. And
Yeah, here's your way of clear team. You need Ziggs, you need a Nivea somewhere. You get Smolder, and he one shots the waves. It's just like that T1 game. But you
That was
can
back when
make all
mages-
sort of crazy menagerie of abomination characters that destroy waves.
that was back when mages needed blue buff, and like blue buff was a major objective because they wouldn't be able to wave clear all the waves long enough. That was a fun time. God, that's such a callback. We're old heads here.
Those are the good days, but yeah, not like that now. Instead, Vietnamese Caps, he's wearing the blue buff. He would have been able to clear waves forever anyway. Geico helping out with the static shiv, been a very popular AD carry item since the rework. Having to
that's
take
a
some
lot of
damage. This
That
top
is not a
side,
good sign.
yeah, it's just entirely full control by AKM here. They've got the worm all guarded up.
Nostalgia walking up. Looks like they're trying to get this. Geico is safe for now.
Yeah.
Fun coming
chest.
in, rotation. Riddy
On your
and
chest
getting
is
his
just
cap.
walking up so aggressively. He's just gonna flash forward and get that Braum ultimate put down, that Glacial Fissure. It's gonna be good. It's Marcote. The Unleashed Power
Oh!
destroys Nostalgia as well. Vietnamese Caps is tremendously strong. All of AKM now heading towards this Nasher. All that AWE can do is take this mid tier 1. It's a paltry trade.
Yeah, this is not a favorable trade. Look at that Baron damage. I mean, they have Ezreal. Ezreal poke could have been
That's a
worthwhile.
3v5. No.
I don't know. I feel like the game's over. I mean, look, they're making the safer play, but I feel like the
True.
game's over.
Yeah, you know what? Game is over. Why not? They should coin flip it there. They should burger flip the Baron. I do like that because why get choked out when you can do something awesome? Maybe it works, right?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Potentially. I mean,
Could. There's a chance.
it's not. I'm not
not
saying
zero.
it was. It's not a good coin flip, but it was.
Oh,
Oh,
there's Ricky
no.
over the wall. Max flashed away. He's going to be able to get the blast cone. Okay, Ezreal flashed down. Super good for
Ooh, look at this
AKM.
build from Riddy. This is interesting. So does not get the Black Cleaver. He's gonna opt for the oh gosh, the name escapes me.
Sterix Gauge.
Sterix Gauge.
Yeah, that's a really good one. It gives you tenacity also, so it gets a little
What
bit
is
of
a gauge?
extra.
Why is it called a gauge? I don't recall gloves being called gauge. Oh, stun
I
coming
wish I
through.
do. Nostalgia flashing forward. Unleash power. We'll kill him anyway. Geico's just right in his face, though. Killing Vietnamese Caps. He's gunning him down in the streets. Mags teleports in, but Havoc is the one that's sandwiched between every single member of AKM. He's going to get obliterated against the wall right there. Geico finally found an assist there, I suppose. Able to help his team. I think he went over to Nostalgia on your chest, pushing forward. Just a solid wall between the poke being distributed by Art of War. Now with Baron buff, this is a very easy push. Riddy just steps right up. Geico not respecting the mist, has to cleanse and flash away again. I feel like we've seen this over and over. So tough for them to do anything. 3 members versus the 5 strong Marcote. He gets slowed down by Belittle Ruin King, taking a ton of damage as well. Nostalgia finally respawns. Walking up to defend this inhibitor. Can they make it happen? Nice dodge from Grim. AKM, they're going to play it very slowly. They're going to retreat for the time being. They're going to say, okay, you got the respawns, you can have your inhibitor back.
Yeah, the game is. The game should be in their pocket as the Nexus doesn't go down. But there's no reason they can't just reset this. All right,
Of
they can
course,
just go
yeah.
back, reset. Riddy, greedy here, but is playing
Crazy
Diego.
greedy. Okay,
He's
he
playing
dodges that
Diego.
too, incredibly.
Yeah, Bong Cloud out is gonna save Riddy.
That's That's a good one. I like that one.
That's a chess reference
too.
in League of Legends.
Yeah, it's a chess. It's a league reference to a chess reference to a weed reference. It's a layered joke. It's a layered.
It is a layered joke. It is a layered joke. As they're gonna go. As I mean, look, they're such a comfy spot. They got Dragon Soul, and it's one of the best in the game. This is gonna make Keyboarder that much harder to kill. Plus, a lot of people don't think that on-hit Varus is that squishy, but with the Terminus plus the extra stats coming out from the Dragon Soul, gonna make Keyboarder very, very tanky, difficult to kill. Imagine a Jack Show on top of that, and just be tank Varus that also just does all your HP and a couple autos. So
Definitely could be coming in next.
yeah, this is a very tough position. However, Baron is gone, which means Art of War better shot at clearing these waves now.
Yeah, and with the static shift from Geico, going to be a little bit easier. We'll be doing a lot of the heavy lifting here alongside Nostalgia. Still, they do have to contend with this non-stop push. They get their jungle camp stolen the entire time. Not a fun spot to be in, just in a mental sense either. You're kind of trapped in your base, feel like a little rat in a cage, you know what I mean?
I mean, as long as they hold and the Nexus don't go down, it's actually quite good for Art of War to keep the game going. So, right now, Akuma's Scythes, like, they're just letting the game stall out. They could easily have pressured, get more turrets, but they're kind of just letting the game stall out, and they'll just take the jungle camps instead, which sucks for Nostalgia. But for Mags and Geico, this is acceptable.
I would totally agree. Jungle camp's not as worthwhile as turrets. That's, you know, reason turrets are the objective. But yeah, slow and steady. AKM probably just want to wait for Baron once again, and that's going to be in another minute 30 seconds. That's a long time to stall out, though, and the entire time, all of these waves coming in towards AWE, where they have 2 AD carries who are scaling quite well with gold.
Let's just take a peek over at the items here. So mostly 2.5 right now. If they had hit 3 items for this Baron, I would say definitely that's winnable again. Now, is it? It's in the winnable territory again. We'll see what they can do here. They got to farm it up. 3 waves come crashing in, and they cannot get anywhere near this Baron. All this vision is going to be dying, and about 40 seconds away. They have to push mid in about a couple seconds if they want to contest, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Yeah. Impossible for them to move forward and step through these dark spots on the map. AWE not in a good spot here. They're going to stay strong. They have to win this burger flip on Baron if they want to stay in the game. Otherwise, no Baron, that's a game loss. Just like no Ariri, that's a game loss.
Well, sometimes a Riri does also give you a game loss, you know, give and take.
So true. All right, hold on. Let's see this. Marcotte heading straight in. Teleport into the mid lane. It's going to be Grim. Let's watch where this goes. Geico cleansing away. Grim is right in the middle of everybody, and it's Riddy who's going to start this one off, getting these resets. It looks like it's a done deal, a formality for AKM to clean this one off. Vietnamese caps exploding. Geico with the keyboard and picking up the remaining 2. Mags is the only one left alive, desperately trying to run away, but gets scattered alongside the rest of his weak teammates here. Stunned up and taken down for the ace by AKM. They're going to take that fight and the base as soon as they get another crit wave.
Yeah, they cannot walk up to Vietnamese caps. You just see Nostalgia's HP bar just get annihilated in a couple seconds. And I mean, that's what we said. If they don't have the lead, if they don't have Art of War walking into them, it's hard for them to play. But that's exactly the situation that occurred there. They will pick up a win, and now it is Art of War to go back to the drawing board and try to figure out something to get a better game going.
Yeah, I mean, textbook by AKM. They got their early lead. They played through their strong bot lane. They forced them in exactly the play pattern you were saying, held the Baron, forced them to lock into them. So AKM, they're setting a pretty high bar for AWE to meet so far. And I think that things have got to go differently in the bot lane. Top looked fine. This Ezreal pick did nothing, though. we got to see some pretty big change-ups in the draft, don't you think?
I think it was mostly play. If they want to play the way they did, I would change the draft. But if they're gonna make the adjustments, a similar draft is totally fine. They just have to adjust their play style to a more scaling focus. They kind of went for way too many early skirmishes, and it really did not pay off for them.
All right, well, let's see what they come up with next game. We're gonna head over to a short break. Shout out Fang Over Fang in the chat. We love you, brother. We will catch you guys in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you from side to side. Without you by my side, my side, my side. Without you by my side. One time from side to side. Peekaboo, I see you. Peekaboo, I see you. Looking at me, looking at you. Hold up, where you going? What you doing? Who you seeing? What you need? What you want? I said, without you by my side, my side, my side. Without you by my side. One time from side to side. Without you by my side, I can't go outside. Without you by my side, I can't go outside. Without you by my side, I can't go outside. One time from side to side.
All right, and we are back with our Immortal League rescheduled game between Art of War Esports and Akuma Scythes. I'm Ultravox here with Crims, and we just watched game one where Akuma held the lead through the entire early game, kept it strong, closed it out stronger as they took down AWE.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good showing from everyone on the side of AKM. Had a lot of good moments from everyone. Riddy, early game pathing, as well as catching them off guard for that counter gank, picking up the kill on the Nostalgia. As look at this, we get the stats across the board here, and we can see Nostalgia highest mastery is on the Diana. As Riddy is a dirty Graves player.
Let's go. Big Graves fan.
That champ used to be so busted in general, and it was so fun to play. So I don't blame them. Vietnamese caps, Lee Sin. Remember when Lee Sin mid was a thing? Remember that?
Yeah, they had Lee Sin mid and Lee Sin top. It was what was it, like 2020, 2021 or something like that. It was so busted with the W sustain. That was a fun time. A lot of Lee Sin players, yeah.
Yeah, and also you got the instant wave clear with your Hydra item.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Oh, good times, good times.
Just instant clear the entire wave. Definitely wasn't broken. as then as we get back into this game here, AKM looks solid. Keep a similar game plan, I guess. If I would have to criticize them, their draft was pretty limited, despite the fact that they did win. That draft doesn't give you a lot of options. They were able to execute, so they did pull it off. However, maybe without such an easy early game, game number 2 might be a little bit more difficult to pull off.
Yeah, totally agree there. Let's head on into the draft and see what these teams are cooking up for us. For game 2, we saw that Braum Varus bot lane from the keyboard on your chest just tear apart AWE. So I wonder if it's going to be a Varus ban that comes in from Art of War to prevent that again.
Yeah, Varus is a tricky champion to navigate because basically beats everyone else on the bot side and then does scale pretty decently, especially if you get them accelerated. Braum is going to be taken out. So this kind of tells me Art of War want to play an engage support. It seems like that's pretty much defined here with the Braum ban. Otherwise, why are you banning it? We have the Kaisa removed. Seraphine. I think Seraphine is so underrated as a pick right now. As we're going to get the Nautilus ban. So Kaisa, Nautilus, aggressive bot lanes are being hit just a little bit here. So no Varus just yet.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to come out anyway. I mean, they know the Braum pairing, but I think Varus goes well with a wide variety of supports. You can play something aggressive. You can play the Lulu. I mean, the world is really your oyster if you're playing Varus, but instead it's going to be the Tristana, and that can go over to Vietnamese Caps as well. That is a Caps signature champion, too. We just have to see if it works in Vietnamese language as well.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Yeah, Caps was actually one of the first to start that. So they give out the Tristana. This was a trade that they had in mind. They're gonna get the Varus themselves. So Titan Esports here. We have Art of War switching it up. They're changing their style. They're gonna be scaling in the mid lane, but playing it aggressive in that bottom.
Yeah, I really like this. I think Hui is a fantastic character and really does a lot. Versus the Tristana, you know, I'm not so sure you can fear out of her jump. Maybe it's not the end of the world, but you do have to have pretty good reactions. Otherwise, you just kind of get chunked out and you can't really play. The late game, you outrange the heck out of everybody, so you just have to get through the lane.
Okay, Cassante going over Ashe. Never want to let another team get Varus Ashe. That is pretty much a death sentence. Still, despite all the nerfs, it is such a strong combo. Ornn can be paired against the Cassante. So Cassante going to be winning that early game, and it looks like Havoc's going to be playing more of the scaling side. But Ornn paired up with the Hui in the Varus, I think is such a strong combination, especially into something like Ashe. That is a very tough time for that character. I feel like AKM are going to put this Ashe support because otherwise your AD carry is going to have a very difficult time.
Yeah, that's certainly an option. And then that would leave, I think they would want to leave, yeah, it would be support Ashe. They need an AD carry. I don't know if they would want to save AD carry counterpick though. Is it jungler? No. I'm sorry, I'm talking nonsense here. Either way, let's take a look at what these bans are. We got Zyra and Viego, Lilia and Vi on the other side. Lots of junglers, some speedy clears. Could see the brand again. Instead, it's the Wukong, less popular this season, but still a staple jungler.
Yeah, so they banned the Wukong. Lilia ban makes sense here. Vi to protect the Varus, although Wukong is pretty good into the Vi. As we have Gwen Jungle being picked up here. So Gwen Jungle is a super scaling pick. You can't do much early. Really need to farm up, get your item Nashor's Tooth as well. Then you can start having an effect in the game. And they're going to go with Bard. They're going to keep Ashe in the AD carry role. And they're just going to use the Bard ultimate instead to peel for this Ashe.
Oh, this is so great. I love Bard here. Incredible character versus what AW is showing. Really easy to land Bard ults on Hui. He just kind of sits there and tries to hit you from range, so get in on him. Really cool pick. I like this a lot. Riddy is going to have to survive versus the Thresh Varus while on your chest roams, and that is going to be pretty tough. And especially still with Riddy on the Gwen, like you said, not doing that much. I like Gwen to like AP Master E. You're really, really weak early on unless people are like really trying to fight you.
Yeah, gonna be weak. Fortunate for the side of AKM. Most of the damage from Art of War is gonna be range damage off the back of their two backliners. So I think there is value in the Gwen pick. Once the team fights start rolling in, once Gwen is very strong, it's gonna be difficult to stop this jungler here. Overall, if we just take a step back, double AD carry comp, they have magic damage in the jungle with Cassante as their tank. Now this one's kind of a toss-up, which one's better. If we go super late, I could see the Gwen taking over, but if Art of War win the early or mid game, I think they could just pull off a win just based off the comps.
Yeah, I mean, you asked me, I look at Art of War's comp, that's an easy execution comp. You're purely front to back. Wukong is kind of diving in, front lining. Ornn's doing the same thing. Mags and Guy coaches trying to hit whatever they can. You know, front to back keeps it simple. So I think the burden of an execution is certainly on AKM this time. Let's see if they can replicate their success as we go ahead and get on Rift. And then also, to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, ProComps. If you guys like this draft, if you guys like the crazy adaptations, you too can also improve your drafting experience with the ProComps third-party app. It features a customizable champion pool that you can create for yourself or your team. It helps provide you with real-time drafting advice customized to your current live situation. Think of it as a virtual coach. It's a great tool. Thousands of people use it, over 200,000 downloads, and it works with other third-party apps as well. Go give it a shot. Go to procomps.gg, download, try it out, and take your drafting to the next level.
Yeah, and just want to shout out, as always, completely free tool.
True.
Used through Overwolf there. And so shout out to ProComps. Thank you for supporting us here, as I believe we extended. So that is a great sign, as we are going to be hopping into this game here. And I'm seeing a 5-point start. I mean, maybe AKM try to find something early here. But Varus, Ashe, it could be a toss-up who wins that.
Yeah, Mags is having a lot of fun. He knows he can press R to cancel his Q. He probably started Q. That's gotta be annoying if you're stuck as a teammate to that, though. He's still doing it. Look at him. He's just whacking that brush all over.
Oh boy, that is frighteningly loud for no reason.
We got thumbs up. Riddy knows he's on the camera. Wave to the people, Riddy.
I think Art of War expected an invade, I guess. So they were stacked in that bush. No invade goes through. And now they're going to go to the correct lanes. Nostalgia hanging around in this river. I don't imagine invade going through. And everything going as expected here.
100%.
Please.
Yeah. AKM definitely had a pretty strong invade possibility with Ashe and Bard, but Gwen doesn't offer much. Cassante, you gotta really fight for a while to stack up your Q. I can see why they didn't do it. Instead, both junglers starting topside once again, so moving towards that bottom side. Riddy probably wanting to full clear and just non-stop clear camps until 2 items even. He's gonna try to minimize interaction, I bet.
Yeah, as double PTA on the 80 carries here. That rune is really taking over bot lane, as they are going to get zoned out due to Ashe Bard. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, look at that damage. He gets the meep proc as well on your chest. Already putting some time and effort into a support item. It's free.
Yeah, one of the things for laning against Ashe, if you're support, is you got to block those arrows for your 80 carry so that they can get EXP when the minions die. And easier said than done there, but blocking those arrows is a big deal. Lets you get your 80 carry EXP that they normally wouldn't, and hopefully you don't get dove here. It looks like the jungle pathing is not going to allow a dive, so at least I can pick up the CS.
Vietnamese Caps, I was going to say, hit level 2 and didn't immediately all in Mags, but it looks like it was just slightly delayed as both spells were used there. Mags got super chunked out. So yeah, a few of those, and it's impossible to step up. You die to the next one. I mean, Mags probably has to focus on just big clearing these waves eventually. Will be much, much easier with Lost Chapter.
Oh, look at this huge wave. But no play going to be had, just some poke. As they're both taking the W's. Keyboarder, though, going to be taking a turret shot on the way out. The level 3 bounce back is where we could potentially see Gecko and Marcotte finding advantage in this lane here. Bot lane last game turned out to be the most important lane, so I think, understandably, we're spending a lot of time here.
Yeah, I think that this was certainly the focal point. Oh, it's a flash forward and a flay, trying to get on your chest in there, but immediately stunned back from the Bard, flashing away as well. Nice reactions from on your chest. Yeah, this bot lane from AKM, they have been on it. They look clean. They look good.
Yeah. Wait, Keyboarder's out of mana. Interesting. Wonder what rune they went. As Nostalgia, Riddy.
Okay. Riddy is stepping up. He's ready to die for this crab. Gonna just start fighting Nostalgia. Vietnamese Caps is here as well. Riddy's trying to get out with the ghost. One more auto would do it. Meanwhile, we have Marcotte securing that kill onto on your chest. Vietnamese Caps is still here. Keyboarder, he's able to try to run people down with the Ashe passive.
Oh,
one more auto on Nostalgia does it. It's kind of the reverse of last game, as AWE is gonna come away off this bot lane play with 4 kills to start off the game.
Oh boy, both games being significantly affected by the first back,
Yeah, oh
and
my lord.
this time it is Geico who picks up a kill. Now it isn't 3 kills onto the Varus like last time, so it is a bit more spread as Mags is taking a very negative
Oh,
trade.
let's go! Vietnamese
That's not
caps! He
that's not a
sits
trade.
on him!
That's a solo bolo right there.
That's right.
Um, and with the TP, oh man, could have just TP'd back instead. Kind of a bit of greed coming out. Now Morcott trying to punish this overstay from Vietnamese caps. Can they land the predict?
Oh, gonna pull him back. The flay is there as well.
Oh!
Hook goes wide. The jump is just a little bit too slow as Mags is able to clean that one up with the help of his faithful support. Nice roam from Marcote.
Yeah, Morcott helping out Mags there. Now it's, again, another turnaround for the mid laners here. As now Mags pushing that one in. So let's see if Geico can pull off a similar stunt to Keyboarder in this last game.
Yeah,
It is solo
Geico.
laning for now, but yeah.
Geico, one of the old heads from FOF. Prolific player there. Most memorable for his Fiora gameplay in the Mythic season. He was such an interesting Fiora player to see, but he's much, much better at AD carry, so I'd like to see him in this situation now. He's got the, he's still pretty behind in CS. He's got a kill, though. Might be able to start taking this game away. I mean, Marcote's been doing pretty good, but this double range in the bot lane is just absolutely brutal.
It is very brutal. The poke coming through. Morcott trying to find something.
They can pull Nostalgia down here as well. Really also smelling the opportunity with the Vietnamese caps. Having the roam from mid. He's just going to walk straight into the jungle over this control ward. Really starting up the dragon. Knows that he has so much priority with this Tristana in mid. And I mean, that's what's tough when you're up against this incredibly strong early game Tristana mid.
I think the dragon's winning this one.
You know, you did. I do agree now that you pointed it out. That,
oh, Nostalgia
that's
doesn't
slow.
know.
Yeah, okay, instead, here's the lantern. Hook
Oh!
does miss. Wow, I can't believe that missed. That really looked like it hit. Under chest, just raised his jacket there, his fancy bark jacket.
Oh, if only they knew. And hits the level 6 there. What a greedy dragon. It does go unpunished. The sneak away. I could frame it as a nice sneak. I'll do it that way. Nice
Sure,
sneak.
sure.
Enemies caps dropping super low as the stealth Riddy is going to be making their exit.
Yeah, it was a nice traded back. Oh, the
Ooh.
lightning bolt strikes from afar, and Mags is able to claim that one. He's withstanding the early game. He was able to get his level 6 after the enemy's caps left. Looks like they had a good trade, and then finally finish him off with the lightning bolt.
All right, Nostalgia starting up the Grubs, but doesn't have an ultimate. Riddy could find opportunity.
Yeah, Geico has barrier and not cleanse. He's gonna get stunned up. Marcote is going to be the one that pays the price for this, though. Flash forward from the keyboarder, and 300 gold into the pockets of the Ash right there. Beautiful.
Yeah. As Grim picking up a kill onto Havoc.
Oh, right, yes.
And now it looks like the Grubs are being taken. It looks like Nostalgia got one. So they got one and got out while that bot lane fight was happening.
This is a really interesting game so far. We got early game Gwen jungle, taking away all of the objectives, got the dragon and the grubs. Tristana mid is 1-3 in this counter matchup. But Keyboarder's crazy strong. And Havoc also went down, so, I mean, I'm giving it to AKM so far in this game. I think they're scaling. Ash being strong will help them get through this mid game.
Yeah, I think, well, their only scaling factor is the Gwen. So if they keep powering through this mid game, we could see some real opportunities. Ash is pretty good into Hui, because Hui tries to poke, and then Ash hits you with the arrow, and then everyone just dogpiles onto you. So Mags is going to have an excellent game here in this one. Plus, we have to factor in combos with the Bard ultimate as well, as you're saying earlier. Both their backliners not being able to have dash mobility like other champions here means very vulnerable to this Bard Ash combo. So we'll see.
100%. Yeah, I want to see these ults used. I love Ash ult. Such a great punishment tool, and on an 80 carry, nonetheless. What a great ability there. The guy landed on a Mags, and it's especially devastating versus Geico as well. Like I mentioned, did not pack the cleanse, so could be a sitting duck Probably knows it's not useful versus Bard ult, so
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah,
Imagine if you could cleanse it. Bard would
pretty
suck.
sad. Yeah,
Bard would
needs
suck.
all the help he can get.
Not an easy champion to play, so I understand it.
Yeah, so
Oh, Nostalgia is far behind in the camps department. About 5 camps so far. And yeah, this is where champions like Wukong, Xin, Levi, this is why they're not being played right now compared to others. They just don't clear that well.
yeah, it is a struggle for sure. Riddy clearing so much better, already on that first item as well, that Nasher suit, and it just makes it even better as it continues. Riddy, yeah, minimizing the interaction, focusing on the CS, gonna get that nice, easy, and consistent path to scaling up.
Yeah, the first time going for that Scuttle 1v1 was a pretty big mistake, but now they've stabilized. They haven't really fought. Ended up getting a very sneaky dragon into Grub's contest here. Leaving these caps.
Gonna have to jump away, and that does feel bad as the Tristana, but staying alive, especially as Nostalgia hovers around mid. But check this out, Riddy stepping up in the bottom lane. Does he move any further? No, okay. He's going to call this one off in the mid lane. We missed that kill. Vietnamese caps went down. Looks like it was the Wukong ult that was used. Don't think we have replays.
That's all right. Wukong ultimate pretty good against Tristana. I like it.
Yeah.
Like Geico just walking straight in.
Geico used his ult. Gwen immunes through the hook, and instead that's going to be 2 kills. Found the needlework misses. Marco stayed alive. There's the snip as finally Riddy will claim that one. Teleport coming in as it should be. Vietnamese caps will follow along the trail left by Mags. He will get feared. Vietnamese caps flashing forward though. Mags flashing in response. It's a flash for flash. Nostalgia stepping right back up. Gonna start attacking poor Vietnamese caps right here. Puts him right in the dirt. That was a unfortunate choice of pathing right there.
This is
Vietnamese
like
caps TPing just to die.
This is last season caps right here. Not
Yeah, this is the craps version.
This is the craps version. This is the craps version here. Unfortunate. Is still going for these kills, trying to find something. Is gonna die yet again. But Keyboarder, solid play coming out from Keyboarder and Riddy so far. Mags is having a good game, so I like it. I like seeing when, you know, it's not complete stomp out. We have, it's not equivalent in the lanes, but it is Mags and Nostalgia versus Riddy and Keyboarder here. So we'll see how they do. Who's gonna carry this game?
Yeah, I think that throughout the rest of these mid-game team fights around this dragon, I mean, at least Riddy can ignore the dragon right now and get these grubs, which is really great for Gwen, but
yeah,
dragons from here out, so hard to contest if you're AKM. You have to push past Hui and into Thresh Wukong. That's tough.
On your chest, in a bit of a bind, but can just go over the wall very soon here.
They're just autoing each other. This is brutal.
Oh,
now
Geico
decides to show Geico so low. The autos will connect though, and it's a beautiful Bard ult to lock down the mid and support. Sorry, the jungle support. Mags finally making his way on down. There's the lightning dodged away by the keyboard, just barely pixels away from his demise. Mags getting some more damage into On Your Chest. Nice dodge. The magical journey keeps On Your Chest alive, and Keyboard's fast enough to continue avoiding the lightning. Costly roam from Mags as well as Vietnamese caps with the grubs taking away these plates in mid.
Oh, I think that's 3 plates as well, and it looks like it's going to be stopped by Geico. Riddy could go for the dive if they are feeling this play here. Looks like they're not. They're going to be setting up for the rift. But
like
yeah,
that.
that's...
Yeah, we know that Geico doesn't have ult. It would have been pretty good, I think.
I think so. I think it makes a lot of sense. Okay, they're going to send it topside. They hate Havoc more, and they'd rather kill him.
Havoc popping the ult to try to clear the way. Vietnamese caps up here alongside both his teammates, Grim, Riddy, the whole squad up here. Gonna put Havoc in the dirt, claim some more plating up here. Grim should be quite far ahead. That's a sizable amount of CS to lose. Those plates are going to be doing quite a number as well. Only about a 3k gold lead so far, so lead is starting to mount up, but still not insurmountable for AWE.
Yeah, they're slowly pulling away, but if they find themselves in a rush position, they could get the good fight somewhere around Dragon and bounce back in this game here, despite the start that they had. Such a good start, just not able to pull through.
4 kills to 2 to start this one out. Could be even worse for them, as that's such a great stun versus Geico. Geico, he's transported to another dimension, that being the river. Not a
Tank
good time for him.
assassin.
Let's go, let's go. Push him against the wall, stunned him up. Geico, he got flanked on. Can't let that
Gotta
happen.
think right for that one. Gotta think
Can't let
right
it
for
happen.
that one. Alright, Max. Gonna try to clear this wave. Oh, caught
Moral!
sleeping.
Barely hits Marco. He's dead. Oh, the Ash will hit as well. But Nostalgia gonna back up his mid laner. Keyboarder has to start running away here. Should be the Cyclone coming right on in.
Oh!
What is that sidestep? Keyboarder managing to dodge the whale. Doesn't really matter though. Beautiful fancy feet. Can Vietnamese caps claim this? The booster shot.
No.
The explosion. He accepts his fate. Nostalgia just knows it's over. He's gonna stand still. But Havoc has teleported in. Oh no, he's just walked. Just walked down from top lane. Will not be able to find anything. There's no Ornn ult quite yet. Used it earlier to clear waves. That top play. On your chest is up the wall. He brought Riddy with him. Riddy's hooked up. Will be dealt damage to by Geico, who has respawned and rejoined the fight. This is an insane sequence. Cannot believe it. Now AWE, they finally found a clapback. Bit of an overextension from AKM.
Yeah, Riddy just sticking around there. And they're able to pick up the kill. Can we get a script check on Keyboarder? Do they actually use their keyboard, or is it powered by AI?
I think he's using WASD to move, and that's why his movement is like so crispy. Foot pedals.
Oh, here we go. Grim on the flank.
Grim. He's on Geico once again, just straight on him. Geico in some bad spots lately. Vietnamese caps gets that kill, jumps over the wall. Grim, he's unstoppable as he's putting the pressure on Nostalgia. Meanwhile, Havoc's just getting auto down. Keyboarder is free firing the whole time. Mags has now arrived in this fight. He lays down that big AoE damage, but there's no ult available. Grim, so tanky, a force of nature. Not quite, but as he pushes through this wall, he will be exactly that for his team. It looks so good on this Cassante. Keyboarder so strong as well. Mag's not able to arrive and do anything meaningful. There's the Bard ult. That's exactly what we were saying. And Champ selected so perfect. He flashes away from the Ashe ultimate, but that would have been so sick if they comboed that.
Yeah, that was close. Flash gonna be burned as well. And yeah, the Canic Recurrent on Grim. I mean, look how much bonus magic HP that is. That is insane here. They're gonna go for the Rift. This will make them late for the Dragon. So the Dragon is going to be off tempo here, and with the back coming from Grim, could be a TP. Riddy doesn't look like they're immediately walking over to Dragon, so in my mind, this should be a trade. Yeah. Otherwise, why is Riddy doing this?
They must be okay with giving this one its second Dragon. I think it's fine. Got the Herald, everybody can kind of rest easy, but actually no, we have teleport in mid from Grim. They want to fight this. Dragon is going to go down very quickly with Geico's Varus.
It is a trade. Okay, so they are going to use the Rift Herald mid, and they're going to give a tier 2 for this Dragon. So costly Dragon.
This is a really great punishment play. I really like this. You can get this tier 2, pop this Herald, keep pushing if you want. You can even save the Herald.
Yeah, so this is like... So, AKM doing the fundamentals of macro of not overstepping their turn, right? Because if you overstep your turn, that's you going over to Dragon, and that's where you could throw the game, get aced. Instead, they say, okay, we decided to go to Rift Herald. We're not going to challenge Dragon. They out of war challenge Dragon, and now they have a turn, and they go mid lane. So this is great macro coming out from AKM.
Oh, Havoc might be in some trouble here. He's going to get dragged away from the Ornn Horn and just snipped apart by Riddy, who immediately hops into the Rift Herald. 3 members of AWE all sprinting away towards their base through mid. They've got to get over to the top side to defend against this Herald play. The turret goes down. That's a tier 2, so big damage on the inhibitor turret there. Grim able to slide straight on out. Costly, great word. You used that one before. Great way to describe this. Every time AWE does something, it is just so much out of their pockets.
Can't catch a break, can't catch anyone on the side of AKM here. Keyboarder gonna drop out of this. I swear, Keyboarder did not go the mana regeneration rune. What is that called?
Presence of mind.
Presence of mind, because I look at Keyboarder and Keyboarder just every point. Yeah, didn't go.
One where when you kill things, you get
the
HP
minion
back,
HP.
and I think that one is really lame. because it doesn't feel good to play. Even if it's good, it doesn't feel good. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like you go mana regeneration in Ash because of your poke, and we can see without it, keyboard is just constantly Has it affected the game? No, absolutely not. But
Yeah, but it could
funny,
eventually.
funny to see. Funny to see.
Yeah, I'm a big presence of mind enjoyer. I like having mana. I like casting spells. It's pretty fun. Playing the game is pretty cool.
Yeah, using abilities is nice. Although for AD carry, not as important.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Maybe he's getting away with it, and it's been working, right? Like, keyboarder's crazy strong. He's like 4-2 right now. It's a 7k gold lead. I mean, your AWE, you're hurting here, and it's not because of the runes. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it wasn't runes that decided this game, as we have Mags solo clearing this bot side. Really, I mean, hasn't been doing work, but not enough to turn the game around, unfortunately, for Art of War. Gonna need to see a big play coming out. Geico has not hit second items yet, so probably should wait for that before starting anything, and too late.
Marco caught out, stunned up, torn apart.
That might be Baron.
That's the Baron, yeah, I think that's it. They're going to be able to start this one up. Mags stuck on the bottom side, can TP up, but then they lose probably an inhibitor turret as well. They're in AWE is between a rock and a hard place.
Well, if they wanted to contest this Baron, they would have done it a while ago here. As they're just going to get the mid-turret plate, get some gold, get a bounty. See what they can get. I mean, two turrets would be quite a bit of gold.
It's just nostalgia hitting it, though. Yeah, nostalgia. Trying to get out of this one, but On Your Chest is here. They're going to stun him right up. That looks like a dead monkey to me. Looks like he's going to be heading straight on back to the fountain. Way too long of an overstay there.
Well, AKM haven't backed yet, so
True.
They haven't spent their gold. Not the honestly, I mean, yeah, you give overkill, but like, you know, not the worst thing in the world dying there.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I kind of see that. We have some purchases. Let's see what we're loading up with. Got some BF swords for the 80 carries. Riddy is going to start building the Zhonya's Hourglass. I kind of like Cosmic Drive a little bit better in this spot. Get move speed, get onto Varus, get onto Quay, but Zhonya's is great too. Great item.
Yeah, I mean, it depends if you want to just take it front to back or go for the flank style. And either way, I think Riddy could play either style, so I think it's good no matter what they build, as long as they play correctly here.
For sure.
Marcotte trying to get some vision down. And once these waves come in, we're going to see. I mean, look at the vision difference already for blue team. Plus they have an Ashe. Yeah, that's going to be hard to contest here. So we'll see. Art of War have to hold the waves.
Can they do it? That's a hook on your chest. He's pretty tanky, though, for Vita Bar. He's got that Warmog, so he's going to heal right back up as well. It's Grim on the bottom side that claims that turret. The gold difference keeps on growing. Vietnamese caps all the way up here in the top side, too. It's a beautiful 1-3-1 from AKM. They're playing methodically, slowly, and correctly.
Yeah, they're spreading this out. Maximum baronage. As they're going to need to find some way to sync these waves up here.
Yeah, oh, there's the ultimate. No cleanse on Geico, but the barrier comes out. It's going to be tough. Box used from Marcotte as well. Just forcing them off this turret. Dealing as much damage as they can. Vietnamese caps gets that kill on the top side. Mags died as well. I wonder if he got bartled. No, he didn't. He did not get bartled. He just got killed. Just straight up killed by Vietnamese caps and On Your Chest. I think this is probably the game. What do you think,
This
Grims?
is Alamo right here. We'll see.
They gotta hold it here. The turrets are falling. Here's the Ornhorn. Big Bard ultimate will hit the bottom turret. What will result in On Your Chest death? Cyclone takes down Riddy alongside Geico's help. They're gonna start putting the damage onto Grim. Keyboarder trying to kite this one out, but flash forward with the Cyclone is enough to turn this fight around in AWE's favor, but not for much longer. Geico goes down, and now it seems hopeless for AWE. Havoc is the only one left alive. They had some sparks of light for just a moment with Mags respawning. Maybe they can burn once again. Mags trying to hold the line. Vietnamese caps, he's He's gonna try to base and maybe TP back. All he has to do is hit the Nexus here. There's too many creeps.
Yeah.
Mags, he can't do anything. The explosive shot forces him away. That's the game. AKM with a tremendous push to kill the Nexus.
Despite that great skirmish and start from Art of War, they're not going to be able to pick up the win. Instead, AKM back-to-back in the 2-0 sweep of this game. Just looked dominant, way better in the mid-game. Able to come back despite that early loss. And really farming up on the Gwen. Kind of just became unstoppable eventually. And despite the fact that we had Vietnamese craps in this game, still going to be able to pull out the win. Mags, it was a tough job. Wasn't able to get that win. Now we see Art of War drop into 0-3, and this is where winning, getting out of the group, winning is going to get tough.
Yeah, a little demoralizing to be 0-3, but they can still start clawing it back. It's not over yet for Art of War. Jared, toggle back to that damage. Let's look at that 6k damage that Riddy did. Out damaged by the bar. That's tough, man. You're playing a full AP character. The game wasn't long enough for him to get online and do damage. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, Riddy did not do that much. That is paltry.
Thresh
did more damage.
Surprising to see.
Thresh did more damage. Is this correct?
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
yeah. I don't know, man. But either way, yeah. Riddy, whole squad, showed up today, took it home 2-0, super clean. Very, very nice, setting a very high bar for the Immortal League. I have great expectations of these guys moving forward. And meanwhile, best of luck to Geico and the gang next week. You guys can do it. You can bring it back. I believe in you. But for our viewers, we hope you enjoyed watching today. Catch us next time for some more Titan Esports action. Until then.